The Nuggets last night clinched their first ever NBA championship.
Yeah,
Miami made it close. They fought to the end, but in the end, Jokic, Murray, and the rest of the Denver Nuggets were too much.
Let me ask you guys this it's probably unfair to start with the Heat. But had Jimmy Butler caught fire right at the end of the game.
Sure did.
That gave them a chance.
Right.
Because he was having an all-time terrible Game 7 before that. He made 2 baskets.
He had 8 points.
If he had not gotten that little hot streak, even though they lost, would he even get killed today? Is he still getting killed? What's your take on that?
But no, he's not getting killed. I mean, he had a bad game. It happens. But
but when you're the star of the team, you can't have a bad Game 7.
Well, they're still human. I mean, I've never put Butler in the conversation of
there you go.
LeBron and Michael.
There you go.
You know,
so there you go.
There's tiers to this.
Different standards. All right, fair enough.
So he's going to have bad games. Now, he's been remarkable in this playoff run.
Yeah.
And, good for him. And the Heat are where they are because of Jimmy Butler. But he's not an all-time great as far as I'm concerned. He's just a very good player.
Jimmy Butler told you that there's a podcast. I think he was talking. I don't forget who he was talking about. Every player got a podcast now. So he's talking. He
That's
says,
true.
Right. So he's like, I never expected to be in an NBA. He's like, I was at Marquette and I'm like, I don't even know how I'm here. So I didn't even, I wasn't even a guy who I even thought was going to be a factor. So now that I'm here, I got here and he said it dawned on me one day when he was in Chicago, playing against Derrick Rose, because he used to say, I used to watch Derrick Rose and be in awe and be like, how is that guy this good early on? And then he started competing, doing his thing. But Jimmy Butler, to Jason's point, I don't think he's played over I think talent level. He's willed them to some games, but I've never put him in that level where Jimmy Butler is a Kobe or even a Dwayne Wade or a LeBron that could just this is what we're gonna do.
But it was a great game. I mean, It
was a terrible game, but a fun game to watch.
Okay.
Neither team made shots, but it was entertaining.
I get what you're saying.
The energy level was high.
That's what I meant. It was you're right, fair. But some of that was great defense, Mike.
It was. Yeah.
But I mean, the intensity of that fourth quarter, first of all, kudos to the fans that were at that game. The crowd was just on
phenomenal.
Fire. And both teams were panicking at times. There was some really terrible passes. But it was exciting.
Did you guys notice that the Cavs were trending after the game?
I did not.
And the Cavs, they was trending after the game because people was like, we got to get this roster together. We don't got that. We don't just for the simple fact when you look at both of those rosters, I'm not going to go.
Don't you think the Cavs roster is way better than Miami's?
It is.
It is.
So
but they don't play the same.
No, that's true.
They don't have the same attention to detail.
The Cavs are soft.
They don't have the same physicality. They don't have the same sets, adjustments.
No. They got a great coach.
They don't have the same mindset. Miami won't go away. Miami plays the same. If they was at a playground, Miami would play the same way against bums on a playground. But they play the same way against one of the best teams in Joker.
They hang in there.
The Cavs just don't have that.
Jokic was outstanding.
Crazy.
He was great down the stretch.
Bruce Brown
hit that big shot.
My Lord.
How about that play when Michael Porter Jr., the ball kind of lost it, and it went between his legs, and then he laid it up? Remember that play?
Yeah, they got contributions all over. And Bull, one thing that you've said consistently since the end of the regular season and start of the postseason, I want to emphasize here.
Yeah.
And it's a sad thing. I don't have any pleasure or take any pleasure in saying this, but I'm going to give you two numbers that prove the regular season's completely irrelevant now.
Yes, it is.
One.
Yeah.
On the road this year, Denver, who won the title, went 19-22 away from home.
Right.
I just didn't really care. They didn't try.
Nope.
Doesn't matter. And then you just referenced the phenomenal defense from both teams in this game, right? In the regular season, Denver defensively ranked 18th. Miami ranked 13th.
Yeah, I said it once. I said it once. I'll say it again. I admit it's a slight dereliction of duty on my part. I will not watch NBA regular season ever again.
You mean you're not going to watch it? You're just going to watch it and disregard it, right?
No, I'm not going to watch it.
So you're just gonna tune out? You just I'm just
I mean,
not.
It's like watching It's like watching a spring training baseball.
It's like watching college basketball.
It's like watching. Right. It's irrelevant.
Ooh, that's a.
Although
my shot.
my favorite college basketball team for the first time in 20 years is going to be relevant this year with Rick Pitino.
Hey, college basketball is trash. It is.
College basketball is unwatchable.
Listen, I don't pay to sit here and watch college guys pass the ball around the perimeter and reset an offense, and the announcers talk about how great the coach is. Oh my gosh, just Tom Izzo and what he's done. Just shut up. Listen, there's no athletic. You sit there and taking charge of why you got 75 assistants fighting each other to put the little stools out. Hold on. Get it. Hey, put the stool out for coach. Put the stool. Get the stool. They got bro, these guys.
Now, the NBA, there's people watch it because there's great athletes. It's exciting. But the players have been telling you for years that they don't care about the regular season.
That's right.
They don't. They take days off whenever. They don't care. So I, in protest, will not watch regular season NBA.
The only way to make the regular season matter is to reduce the number of teams that make the playoffs. That's the only way.
Right.
And then they got to figure out a way to recuperate the income or the revenue that would generate. But, I mean, cut it down to top 6 or even 4.
But they don't have to do it, Jason, because I'm in the minority. A lot of young fans like watching. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I think
I
they're
bet
on
you
a slippery slope.
Not that I care. And again, I've said this before. I don't care, but I bet the ratings for the finals were terrible.
It's not reducing games. That's not going to solve anything. I've talked to people in the league about this. Like you reduce it from 82 to 72. Okay, well you're still going to sit 10 or 12.
Right.
You're still going to sit 10 or 12
Let me
games.
see. Which
It doesn't matter what number. The games don't matter when half the league makes the playoffs.
Right.
It doesn't matter how many games you're playing. It's reducing the amount of teams that make the postseason is what's going to make these guys play hard in November, December, January, February, and March.
I would ask y'all this: 2 players. Usually after the because I'm Duke of Church and I do set my Duke of Church reactions and rankings way too early.
Yep.
So I always adjust, right? So you look at 2 players, Murray and Joker. After this series, as we reshuffle the deck, where are they at? Is Joker the best? Is he now? I'm the best player in the league. It's undisputable.
I don't even.
That's a fence rider question tomorrow. A little
right. I don't
even
even know how it could be. I mean, who can you make an argument for right now?
Well, I'm saving the question for tomorrow when we have someone else sitting in Jason's chair who I think will argue for one member of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, we're gonna ask Jason today. Is he?
Yeah, to me, he's the best. He should have won this year. He should have won the MVP this year. He should have been a 3-time winner.
He only lost because of Kendrick Perkins. I'm completely
I wouldn't
convinced
say
of that.
only.
No?
I think that played a role. I don't think that's the only reason why. But I told you last week, I thought he was better than Bird. Like, he's in my.
Damn. Yeah, that is crazy.
And this ring will mean more to Jokic than it will to Murray in terms of legacy.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be an all-time great, you got to have a ring. Them's the rules.
You think
Especially
Jokic
in the NBA.
cares?
No.
No, did you hear his answer?
The post game with
This was
Lisa
hilarious.
Salters?
No, did you hear when he's at the podium?
This was hilarious. About the parade?
Yeah, so tomorrow's top 5,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to get into it today because Greg Newsom was supposed to be on. We're still working on getting him on. Gilbert Arenas is coming on in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's the 5 guys who don't give a crap about anything that comes along with winning or being a superstar. They asked him in the post-game interview room, the press conference, are you excited for the parade? And he looks at the PR guy in the Nuggets and goes, when's the parade? And the PR guy goes, Thursday. He's like, ugh, I got to get home Thursday. And the PR goes, you could just go home Friday. He's like, okay, fine. Jokic wants nothing to do. Play the video again. If you guys didn't see this when we played it,
It's funny.
take the
This
tag
is
board.
funny.
This is him in the locker room after winning the championship. We'll just watch it on. Everyone else is he's just like.
I've never seen a less excited champion.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Yeah.
Pause.
Yes. By the way, his shout out to his cute little kid. His kid had the same expression the whole time as they showed his wife and kid. His kid was just like, I'm so not excited about this.
Did you hear when Lisa Salters said, what does it feel like to be a champion? I can't remember the exact words, but he was basically like, we've done the job, now we can go home.
Now we can go
I
home.
mean, like,
Yeah.
this guy don't seem to care. He obviously does because he plays great.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem to care about the accolades at all. Maybe it's all phony, but I don't know.
Butler did a sit down with NBA TV where he said if he was inducted in the Hall of Fame, he wouldn't go. And I think that's a little crazy. But he was trying to portray the same thing of he doesn't care about individual accolades. He's all about team. But I mean, Jokic may not go.
We have the sound.
He'll be home. He'll be in Serbia.
I just tried to explain it. Steve, you could take and play sound full.
Didn't
Anthony,
feel
this
more.
is Jokic.
So I'm curious what you are feeling right now, and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
You said after the Lakers.
That's it.
And then the follow-up, which is not in the clip, is someone explains he could go home Friday. He's like,
so when you say go home,
fine.
like, is he talking about
Serbia?
Okay.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, unless he's the greatest actor we've ever seen, I don't think he gives a crap.
No, I don't
he
think
doesn't.
it's an act. I don't think it's an act.
So how's he so good? If he doesn't care about any of these things, why does he play so great?
I mean, generally speaking, in certain countries where there's a lot of things going on, like, you've seen a lot. You've learned a lot. And you're like, well, let me just go to the crib.
If it was that unimportant, then I feel like he wouldn't be as great as he is.
Doing media has nothing to do with you as a basketball player.
Right. That's separate, right?
You know what I mean? Like, because you have this unbelievable gift and skill to do one thing, the media and the parade and all the PR and all that is complete. There's a lot of guys who are phenomenal at their craft who want nothing to do with me and us, and that's fine.
No, that's fine. I get it, but I'm saying he doesn't seem excited though. Like introverts. Even in the celebration, it was a good tweet by SB Nation. Can you put that back up, Mike?
The champagne, the champagne squirt.
No, not the champagne squirt. This tweet by SB Nation, but based on the champagne squirt here. Jokic just won Finals MVP and is wandering around the locker room like a guy who just showed up at a party where he knows no one. I mean, it's weird.